Hi guys, it's Ray, and I have a book haul. Sorry, not sorry. Mostly not sorry. Yesterday, me and Jess went to Birmingham with the sort of intention of going to the Harry Potter book night, although we kind of didn't go in the end because sitting on the floor for like 2 hours was... so we went and ate food, but not before we bought some books. And then later we went to the Samantha Shannon event, which was most excellent, and it's just like crazy. But I shall talk about that a bit more in a minute. But I kind of went with the intention of buying very specific books, and I was quite good. I stuck to that. I stuck to just the books that I went to buy, and luckily, as luck would have it, like, most of them were in sort of buy one get one half price. So I got 5 on that transaction. Another one did happen shortly after, but the 5 that I got. Yeah, the top one wasn't in the buy one get one half price, but it was, as usual, sure to see, much better. And it's The Shadow Cabinet by Maureen Johnson. This is the 3rd book in her sort of Shades of London series. I've got now all 3. I've also got the kind of little World Book Day Boy in the Smoke mini book as well that I have. But I've got to read. I've still read the first one. I've got to read The Madness underneath. But I have this, and it was also one of the 500 signed copies as well. So I was like, I have that. But yes, I do really like these covers, and I like the fact that sort of Hotkey have kept the same theme so that the other covers still kind of match, because nothing pisses me off more when they change the covers around for the 3rd book and it's like, yes, I'm looking at you Across the Universe series, looking at you. So I have this now, so I should, since it's been a while since I've read Name of the Stars, so I could probably just like marathon the whole series and get through it that way. That would be sensible. And the next 2 I got are basically on the insistence of Jess. She was like, you're not leaving here until you get these books. And I was like, okay. And as luck would have it, they were both in the buy one get half price thing, which was makes things so much easier for me. And it's Murder Most Unladylike and Arsenic for Tea by Robin Stevens. And I started reading this on the train back, and it's like, it's gonna be right on my street. It's like, it's 2 girls that are sort of school in like the 1930s who are like have their own little detective agency, and in this, as the title might suggest, there's a murder. So I'm very intrigued to see things, how these things go. Jess loves these so much, and was just kind of raving about them. It's like, yeah, precocious young girls on like solving mysteries. I'm down with that. So yeah, I got those, and I love the colours. The colours are so great, and I'm really intrigued to see what the 3rd one will be like for colour-wise, to see if it's still in this kind of awesome semi-neon kind of thing. But yes, very excited. And the next one is not so very surprising. The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury. That was my receipt just throwing itself at the book. Okay, because I read Jess's arc very recently, and I took it back to her yesterday and came home with my own copy. So it's like, it's all good. But oh my god, this cover is so stunning. It's just, Scholastic, you did good on this one. I just wish you'd published my Morbius books. Sorry, that's a really old axe to grind. But yes, so pretty, and such a good book as well. So I have that now for my collection. And the last book was another one for the buy one get one half price that Jess said I basically had to get, and it's All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. And Jess was like, this is sort of a really good one for sort of looking kind of about mental health and things like that. And I don't read probably enough stuff related to that, so I have this to read. So those are as I said, I'll kind of say that there's some that I went to get, and The Bright Place is the only deviation from the list of stuff that I was like, I have to get this. So I think that's fine, since all of those 5 were under £30. It's like basically just a bit over £5 a book. Yeah. And next 2, basically, for the Samantha Shannon event, we sort of that was on like it was actually quite a small kind of group. There was only about 50 chairs set out, and I don't think, and they weren't all full, so it was quite a small kind of event. But it was really sort of interesting to hear Samantha talking about the bone season books and like the world and just sort of how it came about, and kind of how sort of she used like London and Oxford as like kind of made them into sort of the centerpieces for her books, and sort of also talking about things for later on, because it's like a 7-book series, and it was sort of really interesting. She's, considering the fact that she's like a year younger than me, she's so well spoken and so sort of eloquent and kind of wise on talking about sort of like the writing of her books, and also about sort of the publishing industry, and it's just like, I'm sitting there going, I'm terrible at author gatherings. I cannot think of questions, or at least I never want to ask questions in front of loads of people. I did do it at the sort of Lee Bardugo Mora Young event. I did ask a question because Jess like kind of punching me too, but Jess asked 2 questions, and I'm just like sat there going, words. I did ask a question as we went for the signing, because I didn't want to sort of ask it in front of everybody in case she's all like spoilers and stuff. But when I did ask the question, I did get a sort of like that kind of quirked eyebrows, like It's like, oh, for God's sake, it's now going to bother me for ages. And I'm now just going to be reading, because something I noticed about when I was reading the Bone Season that Jess hadn't noticed, and when I pointed it out to her, she's like, oh my God. And it's like, it's now going to bother her forever. So, sorry Jess, really sorry about that. But yes, while we're there, I'd already got a copy of the Bone Season, and I read it fairly recently, like last week, and I spent like 2.5 reading it because I'm an idiot. But yes, I've got my copy of the Bone Season signed. Best wishes. Every time I see best wishes, I'm just thinking like, John Green is just the first thing I think of. That's not a bad thing. But then we both bought copies of the Mime Order, and it's huge. It's a huge hardback. We were like, oh, do we buy it? Do we not? But it's like $12.99 for a hardback this size. Most adult hardbacks, or at least general fiction hardbacks of this size, are like £18, £20. £12.99 is a fucking bargain. And it is beautiful, and it's got that kind of textured velvety cover, and then there's the sort of raised bits of the text, which I find very aesthetically pleasing. And also underneath, look at that, excuse me, cover, that is just outrageously beautiful. Bloomsbury. I mean, I already love the cover stuff you do for sort of Throne of Glass series, but clearly, Bloomsbury just do the best covers, because, I mean, Harry Potter, they use some really good covers for that. But yes, so I have this, and I'm really intrigued, because I read the Bone Season pretty quickly. And it's now I'm very intrigued to see where it all goes, because it's all kind of a lot set in London, and looking back at all the sort of the clairvoyance and the gangs and stuff, and there's just there's maps. You know what a sucker I am for maps, but look at them. Maps. Oh. Okay, white balance your back, thank you. But yes, so I have this now, and this is also best wishes. It's been signed as well, so much excited for that. And it's going to be sort of thing, which will I read those first? Do I be reading the sort of Robin Stevens ones, or do I read that? But I'm still kind of trying to finish off my reread of the sort of book so far of the Finishing School series by Gail Carriger, because I reread the first 2, and I've now got Waistcoats and Weaponry ready to read. Maybe I'll read that this weekend, and next weekend start those. That's a plan. That is a plan. But yes, those are the books that I acquired, and it's and also while we were in Birmingham, we kind of may have got sort of reserved tickets to go see Gail Forman. Maybe just a little bit. But it's the day after I get back from France for my language course, so that's going to be fun, because I'm basically going to have got home about midnight the day before, and then I'm going to be like, we're going to Birmingham again, because it's not at the High Street Birmingham, it's the New Street Birmingham, which is what me and Jess affectionately call the cathedral, because it's huge, and it's got the most glorious staircases, and it's beautiful, and it's amazing. And so Gail Forman is going to be there. The tickets are free, but there's limited places, so if you want to go see a girl foreman on the 7th of March at like 7 p.m, ring the Birmingham New Street store and put your tickets down, because we were the second name on that list. Second name. Boom. Oh god, that's terrible. Don't, ooh, kick the chair. That's a table. I'm a mess. I got home last night about 11 o'clock after driving back, trying to peer through my filthy windscreen because my washer bottles ran out, and I don't know how I managed that. And then it was like, then I stayed up. Was I reading or did I go to sleep? What did I do? I don't know. I think no, there was no reading last night. I couldn't remember because when I got home, the boy was watching Question Time, which was most intrigue. Oh god. But yes, so I'm tired. My brain is a mess. I boiled the kettle a bit ago to make some tea. So I need to make some tea, and then I've got books here. I have knitted goods here. So after I posted this, I've got to go and record. I'm going to go and record another video for my other channel, which not many of you people might go and see. I know this one person. Hi JP. So yes, I'm going to go and record that soon. And it's like, I've got to go decide, do I have a shower? I don't know. Can be asked. That's what the hat's for. The hat's to hide my hair. My horrible, terrible hair. My god. English is not my first language sometimes. It's just bollocks that comes out. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to go and caffeinate and maybe have some toast. Toast might be a thing. But yes, I shall see you soon. I need to kind of do a video. I keep meaning to do a video like kind of like January, kind of what books I read in January. So I might do that soon, but maybe next week. It's probably going to be next week because I'm going to be at my parents' for the weekend. But anyways, I shall see you soon. I hope you're having a nice February so far. Ooh, look, sunshine. That's strange. Bye.